So this is Leicester Museum. Obviously we managed to get the little thing in there. Migration to Leicester has been occurring since the time of the Romans, which was an invasion. 2011 census found 34% of Leicester residents were born outside the UK from over 50 countries, which no one asked for. It's like an interfaith sweatshirt. This is Christianity, peace symbol, Christmas trees, Star of David, Buddhism. Can't quite tell that one. Got James O'Brien here.
So that it's not just a project that we've created, it's a project that has an influence of everybody who's part of it.
Certainly viewed up for a different demographic. For fuck's sake.
Guys, look! Hand and hand! Mommy, you just missed one. Look, hand and hand!
This is at level with children as well. It's all about the foreigners. All of it. And now like a timeline of how Leicester was destroyed. Leicester's first Indian restaurant, 1960. That's interesting. Largest supermarket in Europe, opened at Lee Circle, including one of the first automated car parks. Moved towards microchips and all that's coming now. All Asians were expelled from Uganda with 90 days notice. 10,000 Ugandan Asians moved to Leicester. And as a result, when the English tried to have their St George's Day marches, the anti-fascists, who are of course Antifa and all that, weren't happy with it. And this is the end result of multiculturalism. Tensions. Diwali lights, 1983. This is all the technological stuff. Alex Jeffries, DNA fingerprinting. First Caribbean Carnival, 1985. And a mosque was built in 1988. Chinese Christian church. Lefty knobhead Gary Lineker, welcome home advert. And then all the demonic LGBT stuff, 2001, as we go into the new millennium. Somali community, we're set up to help Somali refugees and migrants understand, so bringing them in. And then these poor men that fought them battles 500 years ago for nothing. King Richard III was to pound. And then of course, Cough Cough 91, and everything accelerated from there. That's interesting. So, electric cars, we're all into electric cars at the moment. Leicester was the centre of electric vehicle production in the 1920s and 30s, so 100 years ago. So it's nothing new. So why did we go back to diesel and petrol? So this is a Polish lady, came to Leicester, thought it was quite strange, but in a positive way she says. She came from a small town with no diversity in Poland. Yeah, so I'm in for more of this by the look of it anyway. More lefty propaganda. Lucky me.
violently opposes. Leicester's Caribbean Carnival, the organisers come to wish for more Caribbean weather. Procession through the street.
So it's just like a community rocket. Honestly. Funny enough, David Icke comes from Leicester, and obviously if you're into all that stuff, you look at these things a bit differently with dinosaurs. You know, the whole reptilian theory. Give us credit, these are quite nice. And David Attenborough over there. I suppose it's a bit like the Natural History Museum in London. Here's another one really. Bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing, flying all over the world making these documentaries and then telling everyone about climate change. He's in the club, isn't he? Let's be honest. It's quite good, we've got these interactive dinosaurs. It's almost like a look into the future when they when all the demons come back out and that. King Charles. It's funny for anyone who's seen the movie They Live. You know, like when the Roddy Piper puts on the glasses and sees them. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? For anyone who's on that sort of wavelength. That's a good angle. Reptilian with the gay pride stuff behind it and a pharaoh in the distance. Got it all there. We've got some English stuff remaining anyway. What battle was this? Could be Waterloo. It's interesting, these obelisks, you find them all across the country. And to go back to ancient Egypt, well, you find them in America, don't you, as well? By the White House. It's a bit of a parallel here with our current times. So this is when all the houses went up at first and there's no shops available, similar to these new big housing estates that are going up. A bit of old English culture here. British museums are always obsessed with, you know, ancient Egyptian stuff for some reason. So this is to do with the Weimar Republic and some of the arts that the the Jews and the Marxists will have done during that period. And some of the language used is identical to what we're living in now. Talking about injustice of minorities, etc. And obviously the Germans got fed up with it, and that's where the funny moustache man came in, fighting against the world we're living in now. So modern art. It's not that bad, has to be said, but it's not like the old Victorian ones, is it really? Where it might as well have been a photo. They're all similar styles as well. Don't mind it if it's actually diverse and mixed up, but it's just the same style over and over. Not much to do with Leicester, has to be said. It's all forget it. One bit to do with Leicester's history and culture is hidden under the stairs. The turret clock from Leicester Corner Exchange. Brilliant. That's the outside of the museum anyway. Nice old building. Gone the wrong way here. You've got a good contrast in the architecture. You've got the old style on the left hand side, and then this modernist stuff, well, brutalist should I say actually. There is an element of modernist with the glass, but you can tell it's probably made in the 60s or 70s. This is where St Patrick's Day normally forms up. About 2 years ago I think it was when I did that one. They got their, or they had their bar down here. It's heading into the town centre now. Decent mural over here. Don't know what the meaning behind it is, if any. But there's a fox, so obviously that's unique to Leicester as such. It's quite an unfortunate angle for this lady here. It says "You're a slag." Always a reminder for me whether the old procedures are kicking in, because it's everywhere all the time. Brilliant old architecture here. And around to the Rutland and Derby Arms. Not many English people around here, has to be said. And a little view down to the town hall, down the bottom. I think it's worthy mentioning, this is a steakhouse that shut down, Fernandez. And for Monday, what was it, Monday midday, kind of quiet the streets are. This is all boarded up for sale as well. Adult and community service. There's like free for sale signs, also by an Indian as well by the look of it, Khal Sangra. Yeah, look how quiet it is. So it was formerly a county council house as well. Obviously now all boarded up and shut down. That looks kind of shut to me as well. What was it? Hogwarts. That Latin writing at the top. So I'm on the path towards King Richard III's museum basically. So I thought I'd have a quick look at that. Yeah, so you've got an entire street here where everything's up for sale. Sold, should I say, by auction. So, see what that's going to become. Wonder what that means. Plantagenet King of England. Some lovely old architecture on the side of this. This is St Martin's Square. It's very good bar on match days. Now it's looking down towards the market square. It's 1 o'clock, so I'm going to have a look in a bit while it's still up and running. Shut down banks as well. I think this is the second one I've seen in about 100 metres. Followed by a smashed up, boarded up arts centre or something.